famous astrologer called Alan Leo was prosecuted for fortune telling. Hi, I'm Catherine Goshen, a professional astrologer from the village of Nyack in New York State, and I'm passionate about in-depth astrology and getting to the heart of the matter. In this video, I'd like to talk about the planets. And while this sounds like such a general topic, what drew me to talk about this today is the modern trend we see in astrology, which is to focus on our signs. And I see this in particular with regards to people's ascendants. They are very much focused on the sign of their ascendant and tend to neglect the planet which rules their ascendant and the house it's in and the aspects it makes. And this ascendant is fundamentally who you are. So let's think for a while about why we have this modern day passion for the signs as opposed to the planetary archetypes, which is originally what astrology was about. What happened in the early part of the 20th century was that a famous astrologer called Alan Leo was prosecuted for fortune telling. And as a result of this prosecution, which Leo did not challenge, he went back and rewrote many of his books so that there was a less deterministic and predictive slant to his astrology. And he brought in more a personality type astrology where sun signs were favored, so that, for example, one could write a horoscope column for a newspaper and focus on the qualities of one's sun as opposed to the more predictive nature of the movements of planets. There's a beautiful book by Jeffrey Cornelius called The Moment of Astrology. If any of you are interested in taking this whole debate much further. But I want to keep it simple today, and I'm not going to put up any charts because I know a lot of you like to walk or exercise or fall asleep while you're listening to astrology, and you don't want to have to use too much of your visual sense. Talking of the senses, astrology is something that we have to take in with more than just the mental lower mind, the Mercury side of ourselves. We have to take it in. It's happening on an all body level. It is experiential, and if you are serious about studying astrology, you need to be open to the experience of planetary energies, because they are not just happening on a purely intellectual or mental level. And of course, there is also this spiritual component to astrology, which I think is why many modern day people are so drawn to it, because there is a dearth of spiritual guidance in this world. Their religion is in many parts of the Western world, church going and religion has fallen away to some extent, and people are searching for meaning in their lives. So astrology can complement religion, it can stand alone. It is basically about searching for and finding some kind of center or meaning in life which is beyond the ordinary day-to-day mundane existence. Waking up in the morning, going to work, coming home, going to sleep. Astrology says that something is set in motion at the time you draw your first breath, when you are born, that sets up cycles in your life, and that the more you be aware you become of these cycles, the more you can begin to see that there is a pattern and a meaning to your life, and it is not all just random chaos. So let's return to the planets, because I don't want this to be a long video. And I also just want to say, as an aside, welcome to all the new subscribers. Thank you. This helps me to be inspired to keep making videos in spite of my busy schedule. So I use traditional rulerships for the signs, and what this means is that I begin my astrology with the planets. We have the sun. The sun rules Leo. We have the moon, and the moon rules Cancer. And these are like the king and the queen of the zodiac. They each rule one sign, and they are the two lights in our sky. Next out comes Mercury, and Mercury rules both a feminine and a masculine sign. And this has nothing to do with gender. When we talk about feminine, we talk about internalizing the energies or night energies. When we talk about masculine, we talk about externalized energies or day energies. So Mercury by day rules Gemini, and by night Virgo. And so on we go. Every planet rules a day sign and a night sign. Venus, the planet of love and social interaction, rules two signs, Libra by day and Taurus by night. So all the Venusian energies are being expressed in Libra in a mental way, and the Venusian qualities are being expressed in Taurus in an earthly way. And if you can picture in your mind everything about planetary rulership of signs is balanced, because we get the sun and moon, the king and queen, together, and then the two signs that are ruled by Mercury fan out from them. The two signs that are ruled by Venus fan out from there. And after that we get Mars. Now Mars rules Aries by day, the external outward expression of Martian energy, martial energy. And Mars rules Scorpio by night, the internalization of Mars energy. And after Mars, next in line is Jupiter. And the two signs that are ruled by Jupiter are Sagittarius by day, the external energies of Jupiter, and Pisces by night. And finally, the two signs that are adjacent to each other, Capricorn and Aquarius, are both ruled by the planet Saturn. So by day, Saturn rules Capricorn, the externalized energies, and by night, Aquarius, the internalized energies of Saturn. Now, the absolute beauty and precision of this mandala of signs, or as the Hellenistic astrologers called the Thema Mundi, a wheel which was used as a teaching tool and is said to be the chart for the birth of the world, according to Firmicus, and some astrologers even called it the chart for the birth of God. So we can see that planetary rulership is a sacred thing. And only in the last 20-25 years have we been rediscovering more about the roots of astrology through Project Hindsight. I think that's enough in-depth astrology for today. This has really been an effort to explain the importance of planets. And I would like to end off with one suggestion for those of you that are serious students of astrology and have your charts. Look at your ascendant, note the element that it is in, fire, earth, air, or water, and then look to where the ruler of your ascendant is placed in your chart. That is going to be either Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, the Sun or Moon. Find that house. Look at the aspects that that planet has to other planets, and you will receive a wealth of information about yourself, because that planet and that ascendant is actually you. And perhaps in another video we'll talk about the elements of the rising signs and how they manifest. So if you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. I will be making more videos when time allows, and have a peaceful day. Until next time.